Lions, and welcome in to another edition of the Roar Down. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We've got a doubleheader for you today. We start off with women's basketball. Benjamin Ray will come in. We'll be talking some men's basketball after this as well. But on the women's basketball side, we've got Kaya Smith, Olivia Trita, Coach Michael Brown, and Venla Ulander will join us today. I'm Grant Wakefield. Welcome in to another exciting edition of the Roar Down. We're joined now first by Kaya Smith, a newcomer, the senior from William and Mary, her fourth season of college basketball, and she comes in her first season in Florence. And first off, Kaya, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's jump right in. How are you able to? How's the settling in process going? How's the transition going here coming to Florence?
I was a little nervous coming here just because I'm, 11 hours away from home. But the transition has been amazing. I feel like I clicked with everyone pretty much immediately when I came here.
That's awesome. And what drew you to Florence? You spent 3 years at William and Mary. What drew you to Coach Nims and UNA?
Just the first phone call with Coach A was just like a media connection. I think, she was just very confident in what she was saying. She's been building a team for a long time, and I just kind of wanted to join in, and I feel like it'll be a great team and transition to come into to play.
You've been here for almost a month, a little over a month here in Florence. What's been your favorite part of Florence so far?
I would say First Friday was the most fun, and this past weekend, the team and I went to this little get together performance, and I don't know where it was at, but it was nice. They're playing live music.
For sure. Handy Week going on this week. It's been a great atmosphere in downtown Florence. And there's a lot of international flair on this roster as well. What's it been like for those from the U.S.? Has it been kind of a learning experience for you, or are you trying to teach the international players the American ways?
I feel like it's both. I feel like we both been, teaching each other different things. I feel like the culture is different, but it's so fun learning about the food is different as well. So it's just a cool thing to be a part of.
Absolutely. And today was a special day for you guys. You guys had kids camp, little kids camp. How special was it to interact with the little ones
It was
today?
so amazing. They were so sweet. Just to see them happy and, starting young is just it's so nice to see.
Absolutely. And one thing that we've heard all talking for the past 2 weeks with you guys is how quickly this team is gelled. How special is it to be on a team that gels as quickly as you guys have?
I don't even know. This is the first team that I've been on, and we're just all so close. The first day that everyone got here, we were all hanging out laughing. We've known each other for so long. So, it's just amazing to be a part of, and it's just an honor to be, with them and call them my teammates.
Absolutely. And you enter your senior season. We talked about that just a minute ago. What is one goal that you have for yourself and the team going into your senior year?
Myself, I would say confidence. I feel like that's something I've struggled with for, the past couple of years. So, confidence on the basketball court, and I feel like chemistry. Chemistry is the most important thing for a team. So, but we pretty much already have that already. So.
Absolutely, and we're excited for this season coming up in November. And two final things before I'll let you go. We ask all the players, newcomers, this: is there something you might miss from home, or is there something that you've kind of found to like here in Alabama so far?
Of course, I miss my family and friends, but, and this is also, a completely different environment from home in Richmond, more city. But, this is super cool, too. I like seeing new things, and it's been amazing.
Absolutely. And one final thing, what is your parting message to UNA fans out there?
I'm excited to meet everyone and to win some games here.
Absolutely. We're excited for this season once again. First tip-off, first game coming in November. The schedule will be released very, very shortly. Kaya, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
When we come back here on the Roar Down, we'll talk some more players. Women's basketball edition of the Roar Down here from Florence. We welcome you back to the Roar Down, everybody. Grant Wakefield. We're talking some women's basketball, here on this Wednesday. Olivia Trita here with us today, a newcomer from South Australia, Henley High School. We were talking. You played in the club system as well. We'll get into that in just a minute. But how's everything going? How are you able to settle in, and how's adjusting to life here in Florence?
Yeah, it's been really hard, I'd say, just being away from family, being so far away. But the girls and the staff have just been so good at helping me. So yeah.
Absolutely. Is there been something you've grown to like so far here in Florence in your short time here?
I think the community. Everyone here is so nice and so lovely. Like, go out to eat and stuff downtown, and people are just so nice, and everyone's saying hi. So it's really cool to see that.
Absolutely. And you guys last week got to do some community service as well. How special is it to give back to the community?
I think it's just so important to give back to the community and the people who put so much into our program to be able to give back to them and help them when they're in need as well. So yeah.
Absolutely. And let's jump back to the basketball side. 4 Australians on this roster.
Yes.
How special is it to have so many from your home country here with you?
It's been so good. I feel like we kind of already know each other almost when we came here, and we have that like shared connection because we've all been from Australia and we've all gone through that same thing of moving overseas and being away from home. So it's been super cool to have them. They've been great.
And we talked with a bunch of you guys about how quickly this team is gelled and the culture that surrounds this team. How special is it to be on a team like that is gelled together so quickly in a short amount of time?
Yeah, it's been great. Like, I've been a part of a few teams where it takes a bit longer to gel, but I feel like even just from the first session right away, we're all around each other, super supportive. I feel like especially as a freshman, they've been really good to me for helping me get settled in and change. Obviously, my lifestyle's changed so much, so they've been really great in understanding that.
And when you decided to come to North Alabama, a true freshman, by the way, here at UNA, what drew you to Coach Nims and eventually UNA?
There was so many things I feel like that just kind of fit, but I'd say the biggest one is like the family environment. Like everything like that she was telling me just felt like she wanted this to be a family and feel like we could talk to each other all the time, and that kind of that we could all just gel and bond together and, you know, make this a home, a second home for me.
Absolutely, and we're excited to have you here. So we mentioned it earlier, Henley High School, but also the Forestville Eagles. Was it your club team, professional team? You kind of elaborate on that.
Yeah, so I would say in Australia we use the club system a lot more than the high school system. So I played for Forestville since I was 6 years old. I grew up playing like the junior system, and then basically went into the NBL 1 league, which is like a semi-professional sort of league, which was really cool.
Gotcha. So we see a lot of you guys. How has being in a program like that kind of built you over your career?
Yeah, so obviously, like, growing up, it really helped me with my confidence and just helping to grow my game in general. But I'd say NBL 1 was really great for helping play against players who are a bit older than you, a bit more physical. The league is filled with girls who are all in, like, their 20s to 30s. So you kind of get that physicality early on and you get exposed to it before you come over here, which is really good.
And one thing we ask all of our newcomers, we just ask Kaya this question, but is there something you might miss from home? Is there something you're learning in Alabama that you've grown to like as well?
Obviously, family and friends. I definitely miss that. Maybe like the Australian beaches. I miss being on the beach. But I feel like here I really do love it. It's been a really good adjustment, and it's just such a nice community and place to be. Absolutely.
And going into this season, you're a freshman in your first season of college basketball. What's a goal that you have for yourself going into this season?
I just think being confident, also just making the most of the time I have on the court. Like, I think it's just really important to be confident and to give everything that you have while you're on the court. So I think stuff like that would be good.
Absolutely, and we're excited for this basketball season. We're excited you're here. But parting shot, Olivia, what is one message you have for UNA fans?
I'm just really excited to be here and hopefully win some games in front of the crowds.
Absolutely, and we're excited for it. Olivia Trita from South Australia, she's a part of this UNA team. And coming up next here on the Roar Down, we talk to Venla Ulander in her 3rd season here for North Alabama as well. Olivia, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back after this.
If we don't always get to choose what's next, I'm going to make this choice count.
If what I believe in matters, then let's find out what I can do.
If I can be counted on, then I'll count on myself, too.
If there's always room to grow,
Then let's see how big our world can get.
Want to keep up with North Alabama athletics no matter where you are? Stay up to date with all things UNA by following the Lions on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the UNA Athletics YouTube page, get your game day schedules, score updates, full game recaps.
We welcome you back to the Roar Down on this Wednesday. We're talking both men's and women's basketball. Coming up in just a little bit, Benjamin Ray will be talking with our men's basketball team, a reunion episode. We talked to some former Lions and head coach Tony Poolholt in that as well. But I'm joined now by Venla Ulander here from the women's basketball team. Third season, Venla, for you. First off, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So, first off, what's it been like? You're a returner to this team from last season. What's it been like through the coaching transition and having to be kind of the leader here on this team so far?
Well, it's been like new to me also because it's a new coaching staff and I don't like really know how they do things, but being like helping around people like around the campus and like stuff that I know and I can help with.
Absolutely. And Brooke Hallman, Greta Ramon, and you, the three returners off of last year's squad, how have you guys been able to kind of come together as the leaders to show the newcomers kind of what Florence is and this UNA community?
Well, good. Just show them like everything we know, like good places to go to eat and what like you can do around Florence. Like there's a lot of stuff like the first Friday and last weekend we went to hang out with the team.
Absolutely. And Coach Nims and this coaching staff, what's it like to play for these guys?
It's very good. Like this coaching staff, I feel like challenges you a lot, so you can get better, and you can see like they are very passionate about what they do.
Absolutely. And third season, as I mentioned here in Florence, for you, you missed your first season, 23 games played a year ago. What's the journey for you here at UNA in your college basketball career? What's the journey been like?
Well, I would say it wasn't the easiest start with the ACL injury, but last year I would say I had good and bad moments. Like I had some very good games and some that like maybe weren't the best ones, but now I'm just looking to like get better.
Okay, that's awesome. And last season with Sanford game, I was there. Braden Rogers was there. 21 career high points for you in that ball game. How special was that moment for you?
Well, that was very special. That was one of the good games that I mentioned. I don't know. I was just feeling good that day, like shooting the ball, everything went in, and just was happy to play with the team.
Absolutely. And this fast forward to this season, what is your favorite thing about this team so far?
Well, I really like how everyone's like very connected, and I feel like we are working very well together, and everyone's like happy.
Absolutely. And we talked the culture and the ability that you guys have had to gel together as quickly as you guys have. How special is it to be on a team that does that?
Very special. I feel like that makes a team very good when they work together, and it also like brings like joy to playing basketball.
Absolutely. And going into this season, what's one goal that you have for yourself this season?
Will build more confidence and like get better on my skill sets and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Venla, we're excited for this season. Once again, it tips off in November. We're excited you're back, and we're looking forward to this season coming up. So, Venla, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So, coming up on the other side of this break, we talked to Coach Michael Brown, an assistant on this UNA women's basketball staff. And coming up once again, just in a little bit, Benjamin Ray will join us talking some UNA men's basketball as well. This is the Roar Down, and we'll be right back. We welcome you back to the Roar Down, everybody. The final segment here on the women's basketball portion. Grant Wakefield here with you, joined by Coach Mike Brown, Brownie, as you're affectionately known, with the team. First off, Coach, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, Grant. Excited.
Absolutely, and we're excited that you are here. And what's the transition been like, the move? How's everything going, getting settled here in Florence?
It was great, other than the 8-hour drive over here. But no, it's been great. People we've met, the community's been real supportive. Everybody in the athletic department's been great. It's just a breath of fresh air being over here, and we're just excited to get started, get this thing cranked up.
Absolutely, and you come over with Coach Nims, spent 6 seasons with her at Northwestern State. What's it like to work with her and this staff as a whole that came from Northwestern State? What's it been like to be a part of this coaching staff?
Well, first off, Coach Nims is the kind of person that breathes life into a room. I think both me, her, and Lisa, we fit that mold a lot. We're very similar when it comes to that. Yeah, can't say enough good positive about her. The best thing about being part of Coach Nims' program is it's easy. It's you know, everybody does their work, but she treats you like a human being, like you should be treated. But she has a lot of high expectations for the program and for herself, and so we just want to mirror that and push it forward with her.
Absolutely, and well-versed, almost 30 years of coaching experience for you, and we were talking with some of that off-air just a moment ago, but has there been something that you've kind of taken throughout your career, some things that you've learned over the course of your career that you apply now?
Well, I think, number one, all kids still want to be pushed. They want to be driven, want to be coached. I think nowadays younger coaches probably a little standoffish with some of that stuff, which is crazy to me because ultimately kids want to get pushed to their highest level. And, yeah, that's the biggest thing is just being consistent with my message from start to finish, you know, that I'm going to show up early all the time. I'm going to give you the best I got every day. I don't have bad days, and I very rarely get sick, knock on wood. So I'm always around. I'm like a bad penny, shows up all the time.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. And we'll talk back to this North Alabama team. You mentioned the community. You guys got to serve in the community a few days ago with community service. How special is it to be able to give back to a community?
Yeah, that's great. One, there's a lot of people out there that need help. And for our program, it starts at the top. Coach Nims wanted to do that when we first got here. She mentioned it to us. We picked up the ball, went out there to a couple places in town here, and hopefully provided some service of help. It's a special thing because people need to understand, our kids need to understand how important that is to give back to the community. Because as we pour into the community is probably going to tenfold pour back into us and what we're trying to do here. And ultimately, we're one big team here, and that's, again, I go back to Coach Nims. That's what she stresses so much is being a family and not just talking about it. We live it. We breathe into it with everything we do. It's not staged. It becomes organic, really, and that's when you got something special. And I think, again, hats off to Coach Nims, but to your point, or answer your question, that's definitely getting out of the community. Definitely helps bring that up a little bit.
Absolutely. And how special is it to have a community that is full support like this Florence community is for you guys?
Oh, that's great. I can't wait. I've been hearing about you guys packing the stands in here for all your athletic events. That's something at Northwestern State maybe was a little bit shallow at times. We're looking forward to that because there ain't nothing better than coming out and hearing people scream, holler, especially I hear your band's really good, so I'm not really sure if they got a tuba section, but the tuba guys are awesome. I always give them extra pizza if they're really loud. So if the tuba guys are paying attention, you get loud, I got you.
There we go. And to this team, and you mentioned the culture just a minute ago. A lot of coaches will talk about, hey, we got to build the culture. I was listening to something this morning that was talking about that, but you guys have built that culture in just a short amount of time. How special is it to see a team gel together as quickly as they have and built the culture that Coach Nims and you guys as coaches are trying to build?
Yeah, it all starts at the top. Anna does a great job. We do our homework, and when it comes to recruiting and stuff, you got to be the right kind of kid. One, you got to be able to handle a little tough, but as tough as Coach Nims or the rest of us are, we pour back just as hard on the love side of it. So that's tremendous, and again, starts at the top. But yeah, it's kind of really easy if you treat people with respect or treat people like how you would like to be treated. And like I said, most people want to be coached. In 30 years of coaching, Coach Nims can get after me sometimes, and I'm still coachable. I'm still learning. You know, I'm just because I have maybe more experience than most people. You know, there's never a bar of learning too much. You know, and I think that helps the whole culture thing. And then the other thing we try to stress is so many programs talk about culture, but in order to have that, you got to have the people in the trenches buying into that culture and propagating it around. And I think that's what our kids have done a nice job here of taking the ball and running with it with that. We still got a ways to go, but yeah, I like our stuff early on. I haven't had a team so far in a long while that has been so quick to just pick each other up and go and move at the same pace and head in the same direction this early. That's tremendous. That says a lot about the kind of character kids we have in the program for sure.
Absolutely. And when you look at this team, we've talked with Coach Nims, we've talked with Coach A about the offensive side. You're going to move fast. We're going to get out in transition. But defensively, what can we see from this North Alabama team?
Well, I think you're going to see a lot of grit. I mean, one thing the Coach Nims teams are always pride themselves on. We rebound, we defend, we take care of the ball. Those are the three non-negotiable things we have within our program. Loose balls, diving on those kind of things, the gritty part of it. What I like about this team, too, defensively, we haven't really covered it much in the summer a little bit. We painted the brush a little bit, but we got a lot of length, a lot more length than we've had, even in our Northwestern State teams. We had some tall kids, but we got more length over here. That's going to be interesting because the longer you are, the more it affects shots. So I got to believe our defensive percentages, as we were so high at Northwestern State over there, will carry over to here. I like our chances on that side of the ball because I know one thing we're going to be coaching them program. We're going to be tough, and that's bottom line for sure.
Absolutely, and it's going to be an exciting season. We're looking forward to it. Parting shot from you, Coach. What is your message to UNA fans?
Just come out and see us and be real supportive of these young ladies. You're going to see a team that's going to give it to you every night. But also, too, you're going to see a team that's going to be having fun while they're doing it. I think that's the one thing I would say with young people out there. We go out and watch a lot of these AAU events. It looks like a lot of them have a frown on their face. Our young ladies are going to play hard. You're going to see some grit and determination, but you're going to see some when they hit threes and they're going to be pointing fingers and celebrating each other. That's one thing our teams, Coach Nims' teams, do a great job of is getting behind each other. And boy, I'd love to see that rub off on that crowd in here. That would be tremendous.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. We're excited for it. Basketball season will be here before we know it, Coach. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Grant. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. That'll do it for the women's basketball portion of the Roar Down. We'll take a quick break. We'll give you a look at Bank Independence Stadium as it's being built right outside this door right here. And Benjamin Ray will join us for the men's basketball portion on the other side. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back in just a moment.
If we don't always get to choose what's next, I'm going to make this choice count.
If what I believe in matters, then let's find out what I can do.
If I can be counted on, then I'll count on myself too.
If there's always room to grow,
Then let's see how big our world can get.
Want to keep up with North Alabama athletics no matter where you are? Stay up to date with all things UNA by following the Lions on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the UNA Athletics YouTube page. Get your game day schedules, score updates, full game recaps, highlights, and more by keeping up with the Pride on social media. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know by following us on social media. Visit RoarLions.com today for more information. Side of the bank, Benjamin Ray sliding in here, and we're talking some men's basketball. And you see, it's Old Timers Day here on this Wednesday. I got the Lion legends. Dante Bacchus, he just signed a professional contract in Portugal. We got Tay Fields, he just wrapped up a season in Austria. Got a little experience in the summer league this year with the Philadelphia 76ers. Fellas, it's great to chat with both of you. Tay, let's start with you, man. The G League, man. The summer league. How great of an experience was that?
It was a blessing. Being able to see. My parents down there, being able to let them watch me be able to play, experiencing how it is with those guys on that level, it was truly a blessing. So it was a great experience all in all. So
you had a great year over in Austria, right? I believe MVP of the championship, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was that experience like for you overseas this past year?
It was a long, it was a tough, experience. Being away from family. I'm a huge family guy, so being away from my family was a real toll on me at the beginning, but having this guy, calling him on FaceTime literally every day, talking to Coach Poole, having my mom and dad, on FaceTime, they got me through it. So I'm really appreciative of him and, my friends and family back home being able to push me through that.
You got your Sixers gear on, man. They call you. What was that feeling like?
It was honestly like mind blowing. I was on vacation with my parents. And then I got a call that said, they would like me to be on the summer league team, and I was like, man, this is crazy. Like it's a surreal moment. And honestly, to be honest, Coach Pujol has been working for this for about a year now behind the scenes, and that's what I tell everybody. Like he doesn't, put it publicly, but he works so hard for everybody behind the scenes. So I couldn't be more appreciative of him too, because he pushes me so hard to be the person and the player that I am. So I give all the credit to him and all the credit to God.
What was the funnest thing about that summer league for you?
I would probably say when we went to go play darts as a team. That was a great experience, being able to be with all the guys. And we stayed there for about 2 hours, just playing darts, joking, having a fun time. So that was probably one of the best experiences. And like I said, being able to see my parents there, that was their first time coming to Vegas too. So when I play basketball, it's bigger than me at the end of the day. So, letting them and seeing them have that experience, that was a great time for me too.
And what kind of feedback did you get?
Hopefully I'll be able to play on the G League team. Hopefully it's Exhibit 10 or two-way. So if I can get one of those contracts, that would be great. So that's kind of where the negotiation part is at right now.
Well, man, I know your phone had to blow up when it happened. My phone was blowing up during games on social media. Lion fans were fired up for you, so we're super proud of you, Tay. We're going to talk some more with us. Talk to Dante next. Just wrapped up his second season here at North Alabama, and you signed with a team out of Portugal, man.
Yes,
Take us through what that process was like.
It was kind of like I wouldn't say a long. It was. I guess I'd say more. It's kind of like a shorter progress. Like I said, I signed with Tay Agency. Like I said, he was a great guy, well trusted, and so. Like I said, me and him had a lot of talks, and he was just kind of walking me through, like, it might be a long process. I actually was talking to Tay team in Austria for the longest, and I was hoping we really teamed up. But like I said, God has different things planned for me. So then this team just kind of hit up my agent. My agent was like, hey, this is a really good league. It's in Portugal. I think it's, like, in the capital, Portugal. So it's a really good spot and a really good start for your rookie year. And so I had a talk with them, had a Google Meet with them, and it went well. And then we just got the ball rolling. I signed with him. So
you start this basketball journey at a young age. You dream first of all, you dream of playing high school basketball. Then you dream of playing college basketball. So check. You've done both of those. Professional basketball, man.
Yeah.
Is it just? I mean, what's it like fulfilling that dream?
Man, it truly is a blessing. Like I said, like my whole life, I just always loved the game for basketball. Usually we were like a football family, but you know what I'm saying. I just always had a different type of passion towards basketball. So I know my dad. I still remember. He was a little heartbroken when I had decided I didn't want to play football, and I just totally went in for basketball. But like I said, I'm very, very family-oriented, so they always supported me. Like I said, for my parents to just always be at my games, high school, college, it's going to be a little tough, you know what I'm saying, going overseas, being away from my family. But like I said, I have people like Tay Fields I can call, my family, Coach Pujol, somebody, like you said, Tay vouch that he does a lot behind the scenes. He's also a big part on why I was able to get that opportunity to play overseas. He's somebody I trust very much. So I'm excited, and truly I'm just blessed to be able to have this opportunity.
Portugal, have you done much research?
No, I have not. I heard some good things. Like I said, with me being in the capital, I heard it's a good place. Like I heard the food's good. Some people ask me if I start speaking Portuguese yet. I haven't, so it may be something I gotta do a little on. But I know it's like a beach by it. I know it's a pretty popular tourist area, so I think I enjoy it. So we'll see.
Tay, what's your advice as he gets set to embark on this journey?
just be him, you know, keep going. He's a great guy, great person. So as long as he be like he's himself over there, he'll be fine for sure.
Dante, what was it like for you, man, seeing a former teammate that you're close with to get that NBA opportunity?
Man, when I first turned on that screen and just seeing him, it was crazy. When I seen his name in the starting lineup, man, I really was just so happy. I kind of jumped up out my I remember I was sitting on the couch, me and my mom, we was watching. I jumped out of the couch like, what? Just pulled out my phone. So I truly am happy for him, man. He deserves it. He really does. All the hard work he puts in. So I really was happy for him.
All right, now, Tay, you had a great season, and also you went head-to-head against Damian Forrest, right?
Yes, sir.
I think Dame's going to join us here in just a little bit as well, but what was that like? I know your paths didn't cross here on the same team, but I'm sure you had a little bit of familiarity. What was it like playing with him, both from America, over in Austria?
It was amazing, you know, being able to have, you know, that connection. You know, it's rare you play somebody from the same university like 1 year apart. So it was a big deal for me, Coach Pujols, and ultimately like the community. You know what I'm saying? So we both had a great game that game, and that ultimately got me and Dame closer because I really didn't know Dame as much. And, you know, I got to talk to him some, but being able to ask Dame questions about overseas, he helped out too, you know, asking him how it was, how should I go about certain things. So that was a great experience for me as well.
Now, for me, what I know about Austria, it's from a little bit of World War II, but also the Sound of Music, and they talk about the hills are alive, and how pretty was it over there?
It was amazing. You know, like we were talking about earlier, they have certain laws that preserve nature over there, so it's very, very green over there, a lot of trees, and when it snows up in the mountains, it's amazing. So around that December, January time, it's a great view.
What'd you eat over there?
Oh, my goodness. that was probably the roughest part. I ate a lot of schnitzel. It's like chicken. So I ate a lot of that and a lot of pasta and stuff like that. So, and I lost a little weight too because the food is a little bit more healthier. So I slimmed down a little bit over there too.
All right, well, fellas, it's been great chatting with both of you. I want to go down memory lane just a little bit. 2 years for you, 1 year here. For both of you, I always think back to that Jacksonville game here in this arena. It's one of my favorite memories. Yeah. Favorite UNA basketball memories? Whoever wants to go first. What's your go-to war story here at UNA?
Go-to memory? Let me think.
We spend a lot of time in the office talking about that Jacksonville game and even the Lipscomb game, but do you just have a favorite moment, favorite game, favorite memory?
I'll say my favorite, personally, even though we lost, it was Sanford probably here.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
We were down like 30, and then we came back, and we almost won the game in overtime. I personally didn't have a good game that game, but, like, seeing that's when I knew, like, okay, this team has the potential to be special. So after that, I was kind of like, it was a confidence booster for sure. That's probably my favorite moment. Either that or Queens here when we won.
That was gonna be I think the Queens game. I think that was by far probably my favorite memory. Like I said, the crowd is how packed out it was, and then like I said, it was a close game. They was giving us a run for our money for that game, but for us to just kind of pull it off, and that was just a great feeling. So.
And then that was the clinching game,
right?
Yeah,
I think that was the clinching.
And so we had a big party afterwards. Yeah. I know that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, it's been great talking. I know you guys have been practicing with the team a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So what have you guys seen?
I think it's going to be a great team this year. You know, it's a little different from our team. You know, we were kind of bigger, more, try to out-physical teams. This team is a little bit more skilled, in my opinion. You know, they can shoot it. They can get out and run. So I think this is going to be a very exciting team to watch this upcoming year. So I think the fans are going to have something to watch this year for sure.
Yeah, I agree with Tay. Like I said, the one day that I practiced with them, like I said, the energy that they bring. And then also, I don't know Coach Stutz that much, but just from that one day that I did get to be around him, he seems like a really great guy. Then be able to bring somebody like Will Susie back. You know what I'm saying? Someone's been around the program, so I definitely feel like they're going to have a great year. I'll be definitely watching while I'm out there in Portugal. So
for sure.
Well, man, we're going to be keeping up with both of you. Dante,
yes,
congratulations, sir. Good luck
you.
in Portugal. Tay, we're proud of you,
sir.
man.
Thank
Hope
you.
that phone keeps ringing. You guys keep playing, man. We're very proud of you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
It's Tay Fields, Dante Bacchus. We got some more former players, coaches to come up as well. This is the Roar Down with UNA Basketball.
If we don't always get to choose what's next, I'm going to make this choice count.
If what I believe in matters, then let's find out what I can do.
If I can be counted on, then I'll count on myself too.
If there's always room to grow,
Then let's see how big our world can get.
Want to keep up with North Alabama athletics no matter where you are? Stay up to date with all things UNA by following the Lions on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the UNA Athletics YouTube page. Get your game days. Back with you here on the Roar Down with UNA basketball inside of the bank. Benjamin Ray, I got head coach Tony Poolhole heading into year number 9, and the Iron Lion King. He was everything here. Assistant coach Will Susie back in the house as well. We just talked to some former players. We got a couple more coming up, but now we're going to talk a little bit about this year's team, some memories from the past. And coach, year 9, and you got all these dudes going overseas, getting NBA opportunities, coming back. How special is that?
Tremendously special, right? What I truly enjoy is to know that these young men, they wanted to know, they went after and just made sure that this is the world that they try to create, right, for themselves. And when you have people that understand what it takes to what you got to bring in and day out, I'm just extremely proud of all these guys as they continue to just grow, right? And very proud of Tay, very proud of Dante, Damian, Dallas, and even this young man next to me, right, that now joins our staff. And when you have someone like Coach Susie, who's a culture guy, somebody that understands the system, but understands what it takes to play for a championship, his expertise is extremely valuable.
Well, I mean, you look at you back here as a coach, but KJ's been overseas. Yep. Dame's been overseas. We just talked about Tay, what he did, getting that experience in the summer league as well. Dante, Jamal, I mean, I'm probably missing a couple dudes as well. But then kind of looking at Tay, signing with the NBA, first player since Otis Body. I mean, how cool is it to know that Otis's body is very revered here at North Alabama as the greatest, but to know that your era is kind of up there as well in that conversation. How cool is that?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, and these guys all deserve it. I mean, I've just been so grateful to have amazing teammates like this, but you reflect on all those guys you talk about. Obviously, that was a big group of us that won championship together. So they're just winners, and they're competitive, and they're amazing teammates. And I think the one thing that we talk about as a staff when we're talking about these guys is how amazing people they are. I think that's the way that they're able to excel to these new heights, because they're just selfless people that just want to win, and that holds a lot of value at the professional level. So I'm extremely proud of all these guys, and I'm glad that I was able to be a part of their small journey, and obviously we're all in each other's lives still.
So this is our first time talking to you on camera, on record, with Lion fans, man. Take us through that process. You wrap up playing, you go out in the professional world for a little while. We saw you at several games, and I remember thinking during those games, man, looks like he wants to be out there. That decision to come back, get back into coaching, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I moved out of Cincinnati, worked for a logistics company, and it was amazing kind of getting away for a little bit. But as soon as that season starts, I was watching those games. I joked with Coach after the first game. I was like watching him speak to the team, and him mouthing the words, and I felt like I was in the huddle. I was like, I knew exactly what he was saying the entire time. So it was weird for me, like not being there and not being able to kind of just help and be a part of the team. So as the seasons progressed, I stayed in touch with all the coaching staff and the players, and still felt like obviously I was a part of the family. But as last season progressed, like I said, we just had conversations. And when the last game against Florida Gulf Coast happened, he called me. He said, hey, we have a spot available. We have any interest kind of coming back to UNA? And without hesitation, it was a very fast and easy conversation. I said, when do I start? So just extremely blessed. Like, even being from New Jersey, I talk about this all the time. Like, North Alabama is my home. Like, this place holds such a special place in my heart, and especially this basketball program. So to be able to be back and contribute and bring my experience, like Coach said, it just means the world, and really excited to see what the future holds.
And, Coach, how easy of a call was it to make to bring a guy like this back?
Extremely easy, right? So if you look at the entire staff that we have, obviously having Ahmad Smith here for starting year 9, he's been here since day 1. But then you add a guy like Drew Stutz, someone like Perrin Foote, and then obviously you add a Will Susi. For me, it was I already knew the pieces fit. Now it's just a matter of them creating their voices, and that's the summertime for us. I kind of stay away and just kind of coach from the background, and I just evaluate everything that's going on with players and coaches. It's funny because I take notes, and I put notes on the practice plan. And literally, a segment of practice was going on. This is how connected this guy and I are. It's funny because I wrote down on my notes a comment about what just transpired. And before I got to the end where I put the period, Susi's already talking about it in practice. He's making the point, right? So that happened. The next segment's about to start, and I grab my practice plan, I hand it to him, and I say, read that. And he's like, wow, and it was identically what I wrote down to remind the coaches. He had already made a comment of it. So to me, that's the easy part, right? That whenever you can put people around these young men and everybody's speaking the same language, right? I think that's important.
And then not just him, but we talked to Coach Stutz last week. We've watched this team practice. What's it been like bringing all these new pieces in?
It's tremendous, right? Like whenever you look at the dynamics of this coaching staff. We're having Coach Susi and Coach Foote, right? 2 young guys, up and comers. These are hungry to be really, really good, and then they get an opportunity to be mentored by somebody like, Coach Stutz, and then somebody like Coach Smith. Two guys with experience, one with a little bit more than other, one with a different outlook on how to coach, but it's a dynamic that I think bridges really well. Right, and then I get to sit back and watch all these guys put it all together, which is the fun part for me.
And we'll wrap up the talk on this team right now. You guys have been practicing since middle of June, I think, is when everybody came back. Man, what has been your takeaway with this group?
The one thing that really made the whole coaching staff really happy is just their camaraderie from day one. Like, that's the one thing in recruiting that we really focused on was who they were as people. Kind of going back to, like you said, Tay Fields, Dante, Dame, Dallas, all these guys. They're amazing people, and they're about the right thing. So bringing in this group, we had a lot of new guys, but we knew they're about the right thing. So bringing them in, all about winning, being there for one another, that's where I think this team is going to remind you of the 24-25 season. And then just the way that they're already connecting is really promising. And like we said, just want to keep building every single day and see what happens.
We're very excited. All right, Coach, let's shift it back to these dudes over here. Tay Fields, man, getting that call. Summer League, NBA experience, man. How proud are you of him? And what was your perspective on just how all that transpired?
Well, to be honest with you, it happened right before he went to Austria. I got a phone call from the Houston Rockets and asked me about Tay, right? And that's the great thing about the NBA, right? Like what people don't realize is, and this is something that we share with our guys, what's important for them is what type of human being are you? They already know what type of player you are, but who are you as a person, right? How do you just kind of attack the day, right? And it was an easy conversation about Tay, right? Because Tay's a professional. Tay was a professional when he got here. I'm sure, when he was at Missouri Western, I'm sure he was, he was like that there, right? And the one thing I could always, that I mentioned to them was, you're never going to have to worry about anything off the court. You're going to get somebody who's going to be a strong leader. He's going to be a voice for you because he leads by example. He's going to show up every day. He's going to conduct himself as a professional every single day. And the one thing that he does is, man, he's willing to do the work, right? He realized, scoring is one part of affecting the game, but there's so many different parts, right? Defending, rebounding, not turning the ball over. Like, there's so many different parts. And if you remember when he played for us, he was one of the top 5 wings in the country when it came to efficiency on both sides of the floor. So for me, it was easy. After I spoke to the Rockets, I got a call from the Sixers, and sure enough, both general managers were really, really excited about him. So when he got the call, it really didn't surprise me, especially after the year he had in Austria.
And then you can just go down the list of guys, and I'm going to leave guys out. Tim Smith just re-upped over in Europe. They reminded me, I forgot Jamal's over in Mexico. We just talked to Dante heading to Portugal. Teo ended up somewhere. Dame's had a great run over in Germany. KJ, I think, came back. But, I mean, seeing all your dudes just continuing to get those opportunities, this can make you pretty proud.
100%. And I just it's funny that you mentioned Tim Smith. Haney, who played at Austin Peay, they're going to be teammates.
Oh, wow.
So I got a call from Haney. He said, hey, we just signed, our team just signed Tim Smith. So they're going to get to play with each other. I told him that he's going to enjoy playing with Tim. Tim's a very selfless player, but a very skilled player. And I think those two really will work off each other pretty well. So, I'm extremely proud of all these guys because, again, like I said in the beginning, man, they knew exactly what their world needed to look like. And they didn't leave any stone unturned. They made sure every day they attacked the day the right way, and this is the fruits of their labor.
Well, we got to get Will Susi back over to camp. 108 campers.
108 campers.
Across the street, Will's running camp. I know things are going great. Will, man, we're super excited to have you back here in Florence. I know Lion fans can't wait to see you on the sidelines in November.
Oh, appreciate you, man. Just blessed to be here, and we're Lions.
Coach, year 9, we've enjoyed getting to know the dudes last week. We're going to talk to a couple more before we break, but having these guys back, man, we're all just beaming with pride.
Same here. Roar Lions.
Well, hey, we're going to take another break. We're going to come back. Damian Forrest is with us and Dallas Howell. This is the Roar Down with UNA Basketball.
If we don't always get to choose what's next, I'm going to make this choice count.
If what I believe in matters, then let's find out what I can do.
If I can be counted on, then I'll count on myself, too.
If there's always room to grow,
Then let's see how big our world can get.
Want to keep up with North Alabama athletics no matter where you are? Stay up to date with all things UNA by following the Lions on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the UNA Athletics YouTube page. Get your game day schedules, score updates, full game recaps, highlights, and more by keeping up with the Pride on social media. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know by following us on social media. Visit RoarLions.com today for more information.
Got a pair of Lion legends, Damian Forrest in the house, Dallas Howell with us as well. And last week I was at practice. I was standing right here on this exact ramp, and I walked in, and I thought, Man, a lot of new guys. I'm still learning names. Like, man, that guy looks just like Dame. Wait, is that is? Oh wait, there's Dallas. It was like a blast from the past, fellas. It's good to have you guys here. Dame, man, you've been over in Europe playing in Germany. Give us an update on your career and how things have been going.
Yeah, so I was playing in Germany, had a decent year, and then I moved to the Netherlands, Belgian combined league, and they're in a European-wide league too, and I had a really good year there. And so now I'm fielding a bunch of different contracts, trying to figure out where I'm going for the next, just moving up.
So you know you will be going back.
Yeah, I'll be going back to Europe for sure. I just don't know where yet.
That's great. And big news for you as well. You got married.
Yeah.
And for Lion fans, former volleyball player Anna Catherine Griggs, man,
Yep.
you guys got married back in Colorado where you're from, man. How special
Yep.
was that day?
Oh, it was amazing. And we had a lot of people from around here that, you know, we love and that are part of our lives that were able to make it out too. So it was awesome to be able to have everyone together for that. It was really an amazing day.
Yeah, what, Dallas here was a groomsman.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
was a groomsman.
Oh, yeah,
You
Will was
said
my best
Smitty and Coach were out there as well, man. What did it mean
Yeah.
for you to know that they wanted to be a part of that day?
Oh, I mean, just like, you know, a lot of people will tout like the family thing when they're talking about their basketball programs and their basketball teams, and they'll break it down family and all that. But like, you know, that just goes to show that it really transcended just words here. Like, I mean, these guys took time off their busy schedules and what they had going on to make it out just to my, you know, just to my wedding. So, I mean, that just goes to show that it really means something around here. So.
Dallas, what was it like for you being out there, man, with a former teammate, seeing him take that next step in life?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, I was like the third one walking down to him, and when I shook his hand, it was something special just to see it and see. It was like a basketball reunion out there too. I mean, we had multiple former players out there, multiple coaches. It was crazy to see, but also, like he said, like seeing that we practice what we preach here. It's not just talking about, oh, we're a family. It's we're showing it. We're, you know, coaches are flying out across the country because it means something to them. It's not a show of anything. It's just like they want to see this guy succeed, and that's part of it. So.
Dame, were you Lion King when you were here?
I was.
And you were Lion King. I hadn't talked to you since you got Lion King, man. How cool was that to get the crown and did they give a scepter, the cape? Yeah,
the cape. Yeah, it was a good little send off. You know, a good last minute in flowers for that year, and just you know, thinking about all the years building up to that. It was special.
And Lion fans will be curious what you've got going, and you've got some stuff cooking as well, right?
Yes, I have heard interest from multiple teams out in Europe, just waiting for offers to come in, and then decide and go from there.
So I know you both have practiced with the team. What are you guys taking away from some of the run you've had out there with them?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. You know, you got it's always nerve-wracking bringing in so many new guys, you know, trying to reset, especially for a team that in the past has brought back so many returners. But to see how these guys gel with each other so quickly, and it seems like they've known each other for a while. They're playing well together. They're joking around. They're hanging out off the court. And so to see them building that chemistry already is huge because there's already a lot of talent. Of course there's going to be a lot of talent. These guys know how to find good players. But to see them kind of already making steps in terms of the stuff that makes the difference at this level, whatever little edge you can find, and to see them doing that is big time. And so it's just going to lend to their success in the future.
Yeah, I mean, like Dame said, it's not even much about on the court right now at this point of the year. I mean, there's so much you work on throughout the year and get better at, but right now it's worrying about building that connection with, I think it was 12 or 13 new guys coming in, and that's just an unreal number to have to build these relationships on, but it doesn't look like it's bothering them at all. I mean, they're building it really fast, and they're getting close with even us quickly. So it's special to see that. And I think if they figure that out, then on the court stuff just follows along with it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I come out here, and these days everybody's getting extra years. I was like, man, I wish we could get some of these dudes extra years. Dame, for you, man, 2 years ago we make that great run to the ASUN Championship.
Yeah.
And in one of I think it was the semifinal game here, I can't remember which game it was, I'm out in the concourse area, and I run into your dad, and he was like, I was not going to miss this. And I thought it was really cool that he came back to be a part of that.
Yep.
What was it like for you watching that run in Europe?
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. Like, I was watching every game all the way up to the championship. It was like such a beautiful thing. I was so happy for them, and just to be a stepping stone in what was building up to a moment like that in this program, to see it go from where I was in my first year to making it to the championship and having the ASUN conference regular season championship. I mean, it was like all I could have hoped for these guys, and see them succeed after that. So it was amazing.
All right, you guys know I like to reminisce. What are some of your favorite memories? What's your when you're telling people about your time at UNA? What's your first story that you go to?
Oh, I mean, it's easily KJ Johnson buzzer beater at Lipscomb. I mean,
Yeah,
that's hard to beat. That's pretty close. Close second, beating Ole Miss at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Was
that your first or second year?
Second year.
Second year.
Second year. Cause,
So that was the same season, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a season with a lot of memories. Being Ole Miss at Ole Miss, even though we lost in the CBI, we had just from a team perspective, that trip was a lot of fun and got a lot closer with those guys. Yeah, Daytona, Daytona Beach for the CBI. Yeah, so that's probably my top 3 right there. So. A lot of fun there.
3 good ones. The KJ buzzer beater still pinned on my my social medias. It's just one of my favorite.
No. That wasn't the second year. KJ buzzer beater was my last year actually.
That
was the year after. Yeah. That was like one of my. But after that was Austin Peay. But that was like a crazy way to have a send off. Packed at Lipscomb's Arena in Nashville. Everybody was up there. That was a lot of fun.
Yep. Dallas?
And, I mean, one of mine's probably Dame falling over and rolling around on the court after that buzzer beater. That was almost as impressive as the buzzer beater.
We go back and we watch that 100 times, and we're watching different reactions. And that was like the last one I saw was Dame falling, you know?
It was crazy. But on the court, it has to be, for me, just winning even though I wasn't playing at the time, winning the regular season championship was so special, seeing this community come out like that. And then just one that I was thinking about earlier when you were talking to Tay, one of my favorite pictures I've ever had here was, I think it was the game I got hurt, actually. But there was a loose ball, and he dove for it and got it against UT Martin. And I'm just standing over him yelling, and we both play. And there's just like, there's not many guys like that are going to have that much passion. And so that was just a cool moment for me to see that and have a picture of it. So,
what was your reaction to hearing about him getting the Summer League opportunity and then watching him?
When I heard he got the opportunity, there was no surprise for me. I knew that a guy like him, he's not going to have these crazy 40-point games, normally until he goes 17 for 17 or something over there. But he's going to give you his consistent 15, 10, and 5, regardless of where he's at, regardless of who he's playing against. He's going to play his heart out, and those teams look for stuff like that. And then seeing him on that court, we watched it at Will's apartment, actually, me and him watched a couple of games, and it's just – seeing his name up there with some of those great college players, it's like, yeah, he belongs. You see him on the court, he belongs out there, and it's cool to see.
What do you remember from your matchup with Tay over in Europe?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun going into that. I mean, even before that, me and him were talking about it, just how crazy it is that we can go from the same program here to meeting over there and playing. And, yeah, I mean, he – like Dallas said, he had his solid all-around Mr. Everything game where he had a bunch of rebounds, some assists, a bunch of points, and it was a lot of fun to play against him and surreal to have that moment. We even had a little jersey swap after. It was really cool.
Was that your first time, or had y'all practiced over here? Any run-ins here? Was that your first time?
No. Yeah, I had seen him a lot before we got over there. I had spent the past summer working out with them. So
very nice. Yeah. Well, fellas, it's been great going down memory lane with both of you. We're very proud of both of you, and we can't wait to see what's next. And let's give some parting shots here. I mean, UNA Florence, what's this place mean to you two?
It means the world to me. This is a second home for me. The family I've built here, just walking down the street, it feels like every time I go somewhere, I meet somebody that I recognize, and they recognize me, and we get to talking, and it's something I wouldn't trade for anything. I wouldn't trade this to go transfer to any school in the world. I wouldn't change anything that happened in my career, any of the injuries, any of the setbacks. I want it all because it was here. And this is where I've built a life, and this is where, maybe have a family someday here. I don't know. But it's just the family I already have here is amazing. So.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a reason why guys like Dallas and I and Dante and Tay will come back because, this place means a lot more than just somewhere that we went to college to play basketball. It's a real family. It's a real community that we've built up. Like Dallas said, seeing all these people that will embrace you like they just saw you playing a game yesterday, and it's been years for me. I mean, that's the kind of reason why I'm here and not back in Colorado right now, having the opportunity to stay around these people that I love and have created a lasting relationship with. So yeah, I mean, it just goes to show why you see all these guys coming back, whether it's from home or whether it's from Europe or whether it's from NBA Summer League. Like, we're all still ending up back here, and not a lot of programs, not a lot of players have that. Not a lot of teams create that culture. I've had guys that have played in the league and played at the highest level in college that have been. I'm talking about what I do in the summers, and they're like, man, I wish I had something like that. I've literally had some guys say that to me. So. It means everything, and that's why I'm here right now.
Well, man, we're proud of both of you. We're excited to have you here. 2 Lion Kings will always roll out the purple carpet for you, too. Congratulations, friends, and don't be strangers when you're here.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thanks to everybody that stopped in. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck to all of these guys as they continue their careers, and we'll be back next week with more Roar Down with UNA basketball. For Grant, Gibbon, and Braden, I'm Benjamin Ray saying Roar Lions.
Ew.
Very nice, very nice.
Good seeing you.
Appreciate you guys. For real, man. I'm very proud of y'all, man. Yeah, seriously, I walked out last week. It was my first time seeing Dame there, and I'm still learning everybody. I was staring hard